Michelle Agyemang's summer reads like the script of a movie. A raw, fearless teenager who steps onto the biggest stage and refuses to be anything but decisive. After breaking into headlines at Euro 2025 with late equalisers that changed knockout games and earning the Young Player of the Tournament tag, she's not leaving the story unfinished. She's going back to Brighton on loan for another season. A move both pragmatic and dramatic. The club announcement confirmed the season-long loan, a decision framed not as a rejection by Arsenal, but as a deliberate development plan to give Agyemang the one thing every rising star needs most: consistent minutes at the top level. Last season at Brighton, she showed flashes that made coaches sit up and scouts take notes. 5 goals across 22 appearances, and the kind of substitute impact that suggests she's built for the pressure moments. Then came the Euros. 2 stoppage-time equalisers in consecutive knockout rounds, a cameo in the final, and a reputation as a super sub who could be so much more. That summer surge vaulted her into conversations about the future of English forwards and earned her a nomination for the Women's Kopa Trophy, recognition that tells you the game's watching. Those honours are more than trophies. They're a spotlight that brings opportunity and expectation in equal measure. So why would Arsenal let a young player, freshly lauded on the international stage, leave again? The answer is practical. Arsenal's forward line is stacked with proven starters and new signings. And while training with world-class teammates is invaluable, the trajectory of a young striker blossoms fastest through regular, high-pressure match minutes. Arsenal's management and Agyemang's camp discussed a plan focused on growth rather than short-term applause, concluding that another season in Brighton's first team is the best bridge to a future Arsenal starring role. That kind of long view is increasingly common with elite clubs protecting both player welfare and peak career development. Brighton, for their part, have welcomed her back with open arms and high expectations. Head coach Dario Vidosic publicly praised her mentality and progress, making clear that the Seagulls see Agyemang as a genuine piece in their push to stay competitive near the top of the WSL. For a club that finished strongly last season, re-signing a player who already knows their system means less bedding in and more impact from day one. That mutual familiarity is why this loan feels less like a detour and more like a tactical accelerant. Brighton get a proven contributor. Agyemang gets responsibility, starts and minutes. The calendar adds urgency. Brighton's opener is set for early September, meaning there's little time to waste before the new season's narrative begins to write itself. In the opening month, she'll face teams that test her physicality and decision-making. And those early match minutes will shape not just her season stats, but perception. Will she be seen as the reliable finisher Arsenal can bring home, or as a rising star whose best years are still ahead elsewhere? The stakes are simple, but heavy. Play, score, lead, and the pathway back to Arsenal's starting 11 becomes clearer. Sit, stagnate, or struggle, and the what-if chatter only grows louder. Beyond goals and headlines, this loan is a moment of narrative and character building. It's a season that asks Michelle Agyemang to turn tournament moments into wit-key performance, to translate late-game theatrics into consistent influence, and to carry the weight of expectation, without losing the joy that made her breakthrough so magnetic. Fans will watch every touch, pundits will debate the wisdom of loaning a Kopa nominee, and rival coaches will prepare for a player who might arrive hungrier and more ruthless than before. If the past summer was her announcement, this season could be the confirmation. Follow the journey, because the next chapter might just be the one that defines a career.